Hey everyone, Claire here, and today I'm going to share with you one of my favorite recipes for a classic fettuccine Alfredo. And when I hear that a recipe is getting healthified, I am usually not into it. I don't like low-fat cheese, I don't like sugar-free stuff, I don't like stuff that has filler and weird ingredients that I don't recognize. And so usually when you try to make something healthy, people kind of lean on that. But for me, I think that if you're gonna make something a little bit lighter, use really beautiful whole ingredients and be inspired that way. So today I'm using a secret ingredient, but if you are paleo, it is probably not secret, you figured it out already. Cauliflower. So the thickening, the base, the sort of richness is gonna come from really tender cauliflower that I'm gonna be blitzing together in my blender. But then the sort of creamy base of this, because we're not using cream or milk, is going to be Almond Breeze almond milk. And I'm partnering with them today to make this really fun recipe. It's gonna be absolutely delicious. The other ingredients are classic, you would totally expect it. It's about a tablespoon of olive oil, 6 cloves of garlic that have been minced, a teaspoon of salt, a little bit of freshly ground pepper, a little bit of nutmeg, and then some parsley just for some color, but also it adds a really nice sort of herbaceous pop to everything. But it's so easy to put together, and this is one of my favorite dishes. So I'm really excited about this because it means I can eat more of it because it's not gonna be quite as heavy as usual. All right, well, let's get started. To make the sauce, I'm starting with my cauliflower. So I have a pot of boiling water. Woo! And I'm gonna add, this is about 3 heads of cauliflower chopped into florets. You want them to be all about the same size so that they all cook evenly. If you have some that are really big and some that are small, it'll cook weird. So I'm just gonna pour that straight in. There we go. And I'm gonna let that cook for about 20 minutes. Basically, you just check. If you stick a fork in it and it's like putting a fork through butter, it is perfect. It's kind of impossible to overcook the cauliflower in this situation. So while the cauliflower cooks, I'm gonna get started on the rest of the recipe. So I have my pan going. I'm gonna put it over medium heat, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. So the oil has heated up, so I'm gonna add my garlic, and I just want to barely toast it. Garlic burns really easily, so if you notice it getting a little too toasty, just turn it off the heat. And then I'm also going to add the nutmeg. Woo, and the pepper. And the reason why I do this is because I don't want the garlic in the sauce to have a raw flavor. I actually want it to taste really lovely and kind of nutty and golden and sweet. Beautiful. Oh, it smells so good in here. All right, well, it's been about 20 minutes, so let's see how the cauliflower is doing. So I'm gonna show you this with a fork. The cauliflower is just so tender. I don't know if it can come across, but like I literally just can smush it and it's like comes into little pieces. So this is gonna be so wonderful when it comes to the texture of the sauce because I don't want any grittiness, and that's why it's so important to cook the cauliflower very thoroughly. So next I'm adding my Almond Breeze original unsweetened almond milk. And it's really important that it's unsweetened because this is a savory dish. So then I'm gonna add my amazing garlic. Look how golden and toasty it looks. This is a huge part of the flavor. I'm gonna hold on to my pan because I'm gonna use that to cook my pasta. Then I'm gonna add the salt. There we go. And it's time to start mixing it. Wow, my goodness, it got so creamy. Look at that, gorgeous. The sauce is done, so now I'm going to heat it up in this pan that still has some of the garlic bits in it, and it just means one less pan to clean, and also it has a lot of great flavor in it. So I'm just gonna add a few cups because I'm just making this for myself. All right, that's perfect. Beautiful. And so I can save the rest of this in the fridge for later. This lasts for, I'd say, like about a week in the fridge, but you can also freeze it. So I'm just gonna heat this up a little bit, and then I'm going to strain some of my pasta directly into the pan just to get it coated, and some of the pasta water actually works really well to make the sauce even saucier. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of pasta. It's just for me, so just enough for one person, so I'd say about 4 ounces. This smells amazing. All right, well, I'm gonna turn the heat off because everything's come together, and I don't wanna cook the pasta too much because it's already been cooked. So I'm just gonna pour it into the plate, sprinkle on a tiny bit of parsley just for some color. And And that's it. It looks so good and it smells amazing. I also love garlic though, so you know, it's an easy sell for me. But I love this. The texture is so rich because I really boiled the cauliflower, so it has a very tender texture. And then also I have a lot of kind of creamy richness from the flavor of the almond milk. So it has a really wonderful base for this. And what's fun about this too is it's a great way to sort of build. If you wanted to add different veggies to this, if you wanted to add a little bit of spice, this is a really easy sauce that you can definitely make your own. All right, well, I have to give it a try, so. That is delicious, and that is proof that you do not need to cut corners to make something a little bit lighter. You can still have amazing flavor that packs a really big wallop. This is so delicious, and you saw, so easy to put together. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make a lighter version of one of my favorites, classic fettuccine Alfredo. And for more fun ideas like this one, make sure to check out almondbreeze.com. They have so many fun recipes and ideas. And always check out my blog, thekitschykitchen.com. Well, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.